Alright everybody, today we have the Okie Wonderland Exotic Cannabis Dispensary. It's a beautiful day out here in Broken Arrow, but it's a little chilly, but that's alright. So we should have a bunch of traffic here today, being right off the highway. Oh boy. Yeah, we're sitting there staring through the window. Nice, baby. She's joining in. Let's go. We can see it through the window, baby. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Oh boy.
Today we begin in Broken Arrow, where the focus is clear and the purpose is direct, as the team steps out to test the limits of the First Amendment in real time. The approach is simple, with no filters and no hesitation, while holding firm to the idea of public accountability. The aim is to observe how everyday people and officials respond when a camera appears in a space where recording is fully lawful. This is not just about capturing footage, but about revealing attitude, pressure, and authority when they are put to the test. The air feels cold, but the tension is already building, and the atmosphere is shifting fast. Stay with this, because it is clear that this situation is about to escalate beyond a calm beginning as reactions begin to unfold and pressure starts to rise.
Hi, friend.
What's going on?
What's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Why are you recording me?
Why am I recording?
Yeah, could I just ask?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
Why are you I don't feel comfortable answering any questions, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right.
But can I ask why you're recording them?
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I just asked you a question. I really don't feel comfortable answering questions either.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know my customers don't feel too comfortable with you, like, recording them without their consent.
I mean, I don't really need consent, so to say.
So you're just going to stay out here all day and record us?
Maybe.
Okay.
You want me to call the police? He's loitering now.
Loitering? You sound like a law scholar over there.
I don't understand.
You just came out right away like you had a new development on it.
A casual greeting quickly turns into tension as the cameraman opens with friendly energy and simple conversation, but the mood shifts when a worker questions the reason for recording. The cameraman responds calmly and redirects the discussion towards support for constitutional rights, while the worker grows uneasy and makes it clear they do not want to answer any questions. The exchange becomes guarded as both sides refuse to engage further, yet the concern about being filmed without consent is raised. The cameraman stands firm and explains there is no requirement for permission in a public setting, which adds to the discomfort. The situation tightens as the worker questions how long he plans to remain and raises the idea of calling the police while mentioning loitering. The cameraman reacts with a light but pointed remark, which highlights the tension and signals that this interaction is already moving beyond a simple conversation and into a more serious clash over rights and authority.
You do know my face gets shown on anything, and I will sue the out of you for that, right?
Yeah?
Good.
Okay.
Police are on their way, by the way.
Sounds good.
Good enough.
What do you think they're going to do?
Hopefully haul your ass to jail for this stupid shit.
For standing on a sidewalk with a phone?
What exactly are you doing out
For
here?
standing on the sidewalk with a phone? Really?
Yeah, you're recording people.
Haul me to jail for standing on a sidewalk with a phone.
You're recording people without their knowledge.
I don't need your knowledge or your permission.
Actually, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
How do you figure that?
The first interaction begins, and a worker approaches with visible unease while trying to understand the situation. The voice remains polite on the surface, but the discomfort is clear as the question about recording is raised, which is something that comes up often in these encounters. A contradiction appears as the same person avoids answering questions, yet continues to ask them, which creates tension right away. The moment the First Amendment is mentioned, the tone shifts and the situation becomes more serious. What started as simple curiosity begins to turn into resistance, and the focus moves toward control. The atmosphere tightens as discomfort grows, and the exchange quickly transitions from a calm discussion into the early signs of conflict as both sides stand firm in their positions.
Ernie, you said that. That's pretty dumb.
Hey, I'll tell him whatever.
Okay, buddy.
Good luck with whatever you're doing. Huh?
Thank you very much, man. You as well. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
Starting to heat up in here now. And there he goes. Got another Fapperone over here sitting in the window.
The tension rises as the employee shifts the focus and claims that customers feel uneasy. But the reality remains that discomfort alone does not turn a lawful action into something illegal. This is where confusion often takes over, and the line between feeling and law becomes blurred. You can sense frustration building as an attempt is made to control a situation that falls outside their authority. Then comes the familiar escalation, with the mention of calling the police, which signals a move away from understanding and toward pressure. At this point, the situation begins to drift from a discussion about rights into a struggle shaped by power, perception, and ego, as both sides prepare for a more serious confrontation, and the atmosphere grows heavier with each passing moment.
Number one, baby. He already knows.
The situation shifts from tense to openly aggressive as threats begin to surface with talk of lawsuits, insults, and even jail time for someone simply standing on a public sidewalk holding a phone. It highlights a clear disconnect where a lawful presence is being treated like a crime, which exposes how quickly misunderstanding can turn into confrontation. This is exactly why these audits take place, to reveal how people react when they face something they do not fully understand. Instead of relying on facts, the response moves toward intimidation. Yet none of that changes the reality that rights remain in place regardless of personal opinion. As emotions rise and pressure builds, the camera continues to hold steady, capturing every moment as the situation intensifies, and the clash between perception and law becomes more visible.
Alright, so hey, text me what kind of car it is so I can kind of look it up, and then I'll get back with you. Alright, have a good one.
The scene moves into a waiting phase where the tension still hangs in the air, but begins to shift in a different direction. People inside watch closely and react in quiet whispers, while some show curiosity and others display clear irritation. The energy feels uncertain as bystanders begin to speak up and random remarks start to surface, creating a sense that something bigger is building. This moment carries unpredictability, as situations like this can calm down or suddenly erupt. With law enforcement now on the way, the focus turns toward how authority will respond and how the situation will be handled under pressure as anticipation continues to grow.
Nice, baby. Nice. Nice.
Hey, don't videotape me. That's a good way to get the off. Yeah. You don't think so?
Why are you freaking out, bro?
Yeah,
Over
don't
what?
videotape my fucking truck.
Over
man.
what, bro? Hey, Meta, start recording.
You can make this real fast, real quick.
See you later, buddy. Oh, boy.
Another sudden confrontation breaks out as a bystander steps in with strong emotion and visible agitation, clearly reacting to the presence of the camera. The demand to stop recording is made with intensity, yet the setting remains a public space where such activity is lawful. This moment once again reveals a deep misunderstanding as the response becomes immediate and defensive, as if being recorded is a direct personal threat. The reaction is driven by emotion rather than clear reasoning, which continues the pattern seen throughout the encounter. People are not responding to the actual situation, but to their own perception of it. And that gap between reality and belief becomes the space where conflict grows and tension continues to rise as the scene moves closer to a critical point.
A serious situation going on here or something.
What's up, my man?
How's it going?
I'm assuming I'm here to talk to you.
I have no idea.
You just out here practicing your First Amendment rights?
That's it.
Okay, can you do me a favor?
just step onto the sidewalk.
Look,
no, onto the sidewalk.
Look,
so
this whole thing is a sidewalk, right?
No, this is.
Okay, so hold on.
Their
let me
curtilage
ask you a
that they
question.
have to pay for.
Let me ask you a question, right? So if I was walking by, am I supposed to just float over this part right here?
No, you can walk across it, but for you to exercise your right, you have to be on the sidewalk that they built. Yes.
Okay.
So just on the like
what,
that.
What you're saying
2
is
feet that way. Yes.
6 inches.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes, because they have to pay to install this. This is their curtilage.
Yeah,
They're
that doesn't
responsible
matter.
for it.
That doesn't matter. This is still called the public right of way, my friend.
So can you just hop on the sidewalk?
So
for me, my
what
man?
you're telling me? What you're telling it just let me hear you out and make sure we're on the same page
Yeah.
here. So are you saying that I'm going to be arrested if I don't move over?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just asking you to step onto the
All right,
sidewalk so that you're
Okay.
within your rights to do so.
I'm within my rights exactly where I
Okay.
am.
All right. Do you have any ID on you, my man?
No, I don't.
ID?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool.